Hey guys, so the recent death of Pope Francis has now sparked up a new topic and debate regarding denominations. Now, the only thing I'm going to say regarding Pope Francis is that I would like to send out my prayers and my condolence to his family. Now, the Pope said a lot of stuff that I will never be on board with, but that's beside the point. So let's get into denominations and the early churches, which heavily resonate with me. And these are the early churches that predate any denomination that we can think about today. The church that resonates so heavily with me to where I would have loved to be a member of if I were living in those times would be the Thessalonian church. The Thessalonian church were adhering to the gospel of Jesus. The Thessalonian church went out there to the streets, they evangelized, they created disciples. This church was even mocked and persecuted for the gospel, and these people just lived out everything that Jesus was talking about. This church also went out there to places like Macedonia and Achaia to spread the gospel, despite whatever it was going to cost them. Didn't matter, because the Lord did say is that if you are really following him, you will face persecution, and you have to be okay with that. Another church that also resonates so well with me is the church in Smyrna and the church in Philadelphia. Even in the book of Revelation, Jesus praised these churches too, and they were also very similar to the Thessalonian church as well. But guess what? None of these churches had a denomination. They were not calling themselves Catholic or Orthodox or Baptist or Presbyterian or Lutheran or whatever. Those churches came later on. So if you guys want to call yourself proud Catholic or proud Orthodox or Presbyterian or Baptist, that's fine. That's just more of a personal thing. But if that resonates so well with you, or better yet, if that denomination resonates so well with you in your heart, okay, I can respect that. But I don't need a denomination. We don't really need one. I don't need one, nor do I want one. Because the early churches, they didn't have one either. And neither did Jesus. He didn't have a denomination. It's not going to be a Catholic or Orthodox or Baptist church that's going to save you. What's going to save you is whether you have a very strong relationship with God through Jesus Christ, you're following his commands, you're obeying his gospel, and you are letting him be the boss of your life. And a lot of people will even see that based on your fruits. And so I know a lot of us just like to complicate this stuff too much, but it's now time for people to stop. So I'm an early church, Bible-based Christian that doesn't have a denomination. And that's the bottom line.